Hey lovelies, hope you guys are doing well. Just winding down on this Wednesday evening, finishing up work and about to grab dinner, but I wanted to pop on and share something. Like many of you, I was truly saddened to hear about the passing of a beloved actor, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. And growing up, the Cosby Show was a staple in my household. And Malcolm's character, Theo, stood out to me, not just as the only boy in the Huxtable family, but as a young black teen navigating life's lessons in real time. He was hilarious, relatable, and authentic, and for so many of us, just a reflection of people we knew and loved, like my own brothers. And so after getting confirmation on this sad story, my husband and I were just discussing how Malcolm carried himself, always so dignified and grounded and respectful, especially in an industry that often tests a person's character. I never heard a bad story or a scandal that was tied to his name. He wasn't perfect, no one is, but he stayed true to who he was, and that's really rare. And I actually had the pleasure of experiencing that firsthand. A couple of years ago, I was performing in a dance show, and we were backstage prepping for the evening, and one of the choreographers rushed in and said, "You all won't believe who's in the audience. Theo from The Cosby Show." And my jaw dropped. I'm like, wait, what? Malcolm? What is he doing here? Now, most of the younger dancers, they didn't know who he was, but the few of us who grew up with the show, we knew. Yeah. So it was nice. And I had texted my husband before the show started and my whole family, and I'm like, you guys, you will not believe who's watching us perform tonight. And so during my set, I was dancing and scanning the crowd, and suddenly there he was, front row center. We made eye contact, and I softly mouthed, "Malcolm," and he smiled. So that was a nice moment. The show ran for about 3 days, and my husband and my niece came out to support me on one of the nights. And during the intermission, my niece actually texted me from the restroom, and she's like, "Theo is in here with his daughter." And you know what? That touched me. I respected him for that, not just because he was present, but because he was actively parenting, looking out for his young daughter. And in a world like today with so many dangers, especially involving children, that simple act of protection, it spoke volumes. I didn't even know, actually, he had a family. It turns out he kept his wife and his daughter's identities private, and I respect him for that, even more so. And then on the second night after my performance, I was walking through the lobby area, making my way outside to get some fresh air. And I actually passed Malcolm. He was chatting with a few of the guests, and we, briefly glanced at each other. And then, as I'm passing him, he turned to me and he gave me a warm, respectful hug, just like that. No big fanfare, just a genuine gesture. And I'll never forget how smooth and low-key and kind that was. So that just confirmed for me that, what I already believed, that he was not just a talented actor, but also a nice person. So that's what I wanted to share today in my story, my interaction with a nice person, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. So for those of you listening, please just love on each other while you can. Make the most of your time. say what matters, hug each other, laugh, be grateful, and honor life while we have it, because nothing is promised or guaranteed. And so my heart goes out to his family, his friends, and anyone, grieving this loss. So, but until next time, you guys be safe, be sound, be secure, and please look out for my next installment, which will be uploaded very soon, hopefully before the summer ends. But you guys take care. Bye, lovelies.